Oakland Zoo is home to more than 1,400 animals, with over 135 different species. We follow a dedicated team inside the zoo and out into the wilds of New Zealand. This time on Wild Heroes, the vet team commence critical care to save a life.
The second hook is going to be very tricky. It's deep.
There's changes ahead for the orangutans.
Charlie went through a big upheaval in his life. He just wants his companion back.
And a milestone is met with a new arrival.
At any point, if I say get out, you know what to do.
It's 4 weeks since Malua gave birth to a healthy baby.
Baby's doing amazingly well. He's really healthy and strong. He's interested in what's going on around him now. He's very vocal. He squeaks a lot and she responds to every squeak. So if he's not comfortable or if he can't quite reach the nipple to have a drink, she's like, oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. And she's very attentive. Yeah, doing amazing. And he's got a bit of personality now. So that meant that we were able to name him. We really wanted a name that both kind of reflected Indonesian culture or heritage in some way, and also something that honoured Juanita, who would have been this incredible auntie to him.
The team are still feeling the loss of orangutan Juanita, who died suddenly 2 weeks before the baby was born.
Juanita had lots of nicknames. Her nickname was Noodles. We kind of did a bit of research and talked to some Indonesian friends and found a name we really liked, which is Barmy, and it's one way that you can spell noodles in Indonesian. So, little Barmy, and we're just really pleased that we were able to remember Juanita in this way.
The finishing touches are being made to a brand new habitat in preparation for Sali, a tiger coming from Hamilton Zoo. It's the latest area to be completed in the zoo's Southeast Asia jungle track, and it's full of surprises.
As you walk into the start of the jungle track, you almost feel like you're coming into this immersive Sumatran jungle, like there's bamboo either side. You might just see a little tiger whip past you. You know, is there a tiger, isn't there? I love it, it's awesome.
And there's one feature that makes this tiger habitat particularly special.
So these are our new tiger bridges. We've got 2 of them. Cats like to be able to see things, where danger's coming from, where their prey is. So being up high is good because they can be able to have a look around. They'll be able to see over there, all different sort of areas of the zoo. You know, they can choose to move away from people if they want to. So they can just be like, no, I'm gonna walk over there now. Hello.
Eventually, up to 3 adult tigers can live in the new lowlands habitat. 14-year-old female Sali is the first to arrive.
Yeah, it's a milestone. It's such an incredible, long-awaited moment. Just to work with tigers again, and yeah, I'm like a little kid at Christmas.
So I've been working with Sali for 5 years now. Being able to travel up here with her is great to be part of that journey. Very sad time for us, but really happy to see that she's coming to Auckland Zoo. Knowing she's going into this state-of-the-art facility is phenomenal.
Super exciting. Everyone knows where they need to be. At any point, if I say get out, you know what to do. Good girl. All right, slowly lower. I'm not comfortable with that gap on that side, so. Yeah, there's no way going any more towards there, is it? I think we're gonna have to move for safety purposes. Yep. Sorry, guys. Just positioning the crate in the right place so it's safe, just so that there's no gaps for paws.
We do know that Sali can get quite sensitive over unfamiliar surroundings. With all the different noises around, you can imagine it is quite daunting. And even though she's a tiger, they still get nervous, they still get worried.
You're all right, darling.
She's usually quite calm. That's actually one of 2 times I've ever heard her growl.
Sam, do you want to come in and be in?
So I just popped down and said hello, made sure that she was okay, and she hears my voice and settles her down a little bit.
All right, that's nice and tight. That's nice and tight. Gotta secure. Should we get you guys out? Radio. Happy?
Yeah.
Ready? Is she through? She is in the house. Woo. Yeah, good job, everybody. Thank you so much. She pretty much just walked straight out, straight into her daycare quarters. Hi, Sally Barley. You all right? Should we get you some milk? What's this? What's this? Oh, good girl. We're hoping we'll give her some little meat treats later and a nice bone to settle her in for her first night. Oh, hey, Puppet. Hey, gorgeous. So proud of you. It's just a whirlwind of emotions. Like this morning, I was very nervous. I was feeling excited, anxious, but now it's just kind of like, she's here. We just need to get a fecal sample off her, and our vets will check her over just to check that everything is tickety-boo. And then, yeah, in a couple of days, she'll be outside exploring her beautiful habitat. Nice work, Puppet. Well done. Finished. I can't wait to get her outside. This tiger's here. She's here.
Auckland Zoo's vet team care for all the animals at the zoo and are on call to treat sick and injured wildlife from around the country.
So this little green turtle, it was caught by a member of the public. They reeled it in, did the right thing. They cut the line really long, so we had some line to work with to try to help retrieve that hook. They called Doc, which was the best thing to do, and Doc delivered the turtle to the hospital.
X-ray.
After we took X-rays, we saw that there were actually 2 hooks. We're gonna sedate her first so we can go in and try to get 2 hooks out. If we just get the scope in there, have a look first. There's the line on the side, fishing line there. We're gonna follow that down, see what that first hook is. So we got all these like fimbriae or little fingers in the esophagus of the turtle, and they help hold the fish and things in, let them squirt water back out so they don't lose their food. There it is.
Oh, that is the bump there.
Looks like the hook's gone all the way through the esophagus and come out again. If the hook that's in the esophagus isn't taken out, it could perforate or cause a bigger hole in the esophagus, and so that could be a real problem for this turtle. We wouldn't want to release it with that. Let's look at the second hook, because that might look just disastrous. Yeah, exactly. The second hook is a little further down, so the big concern for this, it could be wrapped around a vessel of the heart or part of the lungs, part of the airways. I suspect that second hook may be not really easily removed. This operation could be quite tricky. I don't know. This could be very hard.
Surgery is underway to try and remove the 2 fish hooks buried deep in a rescued Pacific green sea turtle.
We will see how tricky this is going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just open the esophagus. Yep. So I've made an incision in the front of the neck, and this yellow-green dot, that's the part of the hook that's actually come through. So this is good because we're in the right location for the first hook. All right, so here we go. Here's the hook. Okay, now I'm going to pull it all the way through. Oh, hello. So that's the hook. So that's really great. But the second hook is going to be very tricky. It's deep. I'm concerned that if we can't get that hook out, we can't keep going with the turtle. So the other hook is here. This is a ginormous hook. Right. What I need to do is pull it through without pushing it through a big vessel and without pushing it through me. Can you just put this light back overhead? Yep. Just hold tension on this. The hooks are out. Lovely. The esophagus is still healthy enough that we can sew it up, and be hopeful that this guy's gonna recover and it heals really well. And then we'll see if he's interested in eating something soft. I'll be ready for like a big lunch myself. I think pizza's in order. You never know if those sutures in the esophagus are gonna work or if they're going to break down. If they break down, food then can sort of leak into the inside of the turtle. At this stage, we don't know, so that is a risk in itself. Hopefully it can do okay.
Several days after arriving at the zoo, Sally, the Sumatran tiger, is given an all clear by the vet team
Hey, miss. Hey, beautiful girl. Sally.
and is about to be let out into her habitat for the first time.
Hi. How are we today? Hi, good morning. Good morning. What are you up to? Hi. She's had a little chuff at us. So chuffing's what tigers do when they're in like a sort of that relaxed and sort of positive state. It's kind of like a chuff. Hi, good morning. You kind of want to say the word chuff, but like push your lips at the same time, like chuff, chuff. So I chuff to her. Hopefully she'll chuff back to me. Oh, there we are. Hello. Nice to see you. Need to practice. It's been a while, so it's not the best, but she understands it. We're obviously super excited for her to get out and explore. At the same time, we're slightly nervous because we've never had an animal in these habitats before, so we're not quite sure what's going to happen. We're not quite sure what she's going to do. Slowly introduce her to those brand new tiger bridges to get across, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how she takes to it. Yeah, we're hoping she's a natural and she just catwalks across it. Slowly and surely, we're just letting her figure out that, you know, this habitat is a beautiful space. There's so much for her to see, so much for her to do. I almost cried to actually see her use the tiger bridge, and such a like milestone. And so for her to use it was just cherry on top of the cake, really.
Since successfully removing 2 fishhooks from a juvenile turtle, Vet Kimberly is hoping to see signs of improvement.
Hello there. Might have a bit of a splash. Oh, I can see his incision. It looks really good. Good. Yeah, looking great. So the big thing for this turtle is the incision looks really good, and it started eating on its own. I was so pleased, which makes me think the esophagus is probably healing quite well. Thank you. We'll take her to her new home. Bye.
The good news means this turtle can now be moved to Sea Life Kelly Tarlton's aquarium for ongoing care. The zoo works closely with Kelly Tarlton's to give rescued marine animals the best chance of survival. The hope for this turtle, in time, will be released back into the wild.
All right, my friend, we're here.
What you got?
What have I got? Your favorite. It should be your favorite anyway.
Oh, very cool.
It's another sea turtle. This is the one that had the 2 hooks.
Yep.
So I think you guys can do the rest. Work your magic.
Work the magic, see how we go. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm very
Looks
pleased.
pretty active, eh?
It's very active.
Depending on the injury, a rehabilitation can range anywhere from a few months to a few years.
So every year, on average, we round about 3 to 6 turtles. Sometimes we've had up to 13 turtles in a year. The main reasons coming in is cold shock. Sometimes in the middle of winter after big storm events, they finally give up the ghost. But they have anything from boat strikes to being attacked by a shark or a predator. We've had a myriad of things. Unfortunately, plastic ingestion seems to be another thing that's coming stronger and stronger in what we're seeing with some of these turtles. The zoo's done a great job, and then what we'll do from now is basically start getting it feeding regularly, make sure it's passing that food, getting its strength slowly up.
I love it. This makes me so happy.
Right now it's looking really good, but it could change. These guys are very slow to heal and work things through, so it takes a long time. for us to get progress on them and get them back to health. No one's out of the woods just yet. The team will put in a massive effort and we'll see how we go.
Back at the orangutan habitat, Malua is about to take baby Barmy out on the aerial pathways for the first time.
Orangutan babies are born knowing how to cling, and so he's literally got 2 hands and 2 feet full of her hair hanging on. We were confident that he was nice and strong and he was able to cling on, that he wasn't going to fall, he wasn't going to let go. This is really exciting to see them up that high and his little face just kind of looking down with his massive eyes. And he's only, a month old. It's pretty incredible.
While Malua and Barmy are doing well, life for Dad Charlie is a little more challenging.
While Malua was in labour, Charlie was amazing and he was attentive and he kept going and checking on her, and then the baby was born and Malua doesn't want to barb him. Charlie went through a big upheaval in his life when he lost his long-time companion, Juanita. We can see that he's grieving, we can see he's quite down. Good boy. And so we spend extra time with him and lots of extra training with him. So he's got lots to do and take his mind off the fact Malua doesn't want Charlie anywhere near her.
Good boy. Now, look at all that carrot. Oh my goodness, yucky.
He loves Malua. He just wants his companion back. At first, he wouldn't even look at baby. He was giving it the side eye. And then over the last few days, he's actually become more curious. He's actually coming to sit beside her now. He hasn't tried to touch the baby, and Malua certainly probably wouldn't let him because she's a very protective mother. He's really starting to kind of be a bit more curious about Barmy now, and vice versa. In the wild, male orangutans would have absolutely nothing to do with raising the offspring or helping in any way. It's literally mating and they're gone. We're very, very lucky that Charlie, as an adult male orangutan, he's not very aggressive. He's very calm. We're very confident that he's no danger or threat to the baby or to Malua. And we're so lucky with Charlie because he's the best male orangutan in the world. And I'm a bit biased, but he absolutely is. So they've settled into life as a family of 3, which makes us all very happy.
A couple of weeks after surgery, the Pacific green turtle is making good progress at Tarlton's and hopefully will be released in the coming months. 3 other turtles the zoo have helped care for are fully recovered, and today they are ready for release.
Delta is a Pacific green turtle. She washed up on Piha Beach. She was very lethargic, covered in algae, just really unwell. So we got her to the vets and then straight into here. She had a super speedy recovery.
5 months later, she's had a clean bill of health.
1 turtle. Next, come on, let's go.
Puck, a loggerhead turtle, was found washed up on Northland's 90-mile beach as a hatchling, and at the time he only weighed 185 grams.
Woohoo, 2.6. That's awesome. Taka came to us and was a very sick turtle, was washed up on Takapuna Beach. Really amazing turtle. It's an Eastern Pacific green, which is really rare around our waters.
Say goodbye to Auckland, guys.
Yeah, mate, let's get on the road. Let's go.
The turtles are being taken to the Pōnui Islands Marine Reserve, some 23 kilometres off the Tutukaka coast in Northland. The warm currents and diversity of sea life will give the turtles the best chance of survival after their release. Vet Kimberly, who has spent most of her professional life working to save endangered turtles, is joining today's very special journey.
I hope people do get to see sea turtles out in the wild and really appreciate them the way I do. And when you see them, I think you'll fall in love with them just the way I have. They're my favorite.
Local iwi, Ngāti Wai, will also be accompanying the turtles on their release.
I welcome you all here below our mountains. Te rehu o tāne, ki a ringa ringa, matanui, and standing out, the sentinel out on the coastline is our ancestor Manaia. We're grateful to all that's been done to make today possible. We view the sea turtle, the honu, as a kaitiaki, as a guardian, and we refer to them as a tuakana, as an elder sibling. We're heartened today to have them return and to know that they'll be again swimming in the waters of Matiwai.
I get quite attached, yeah. I spend every day at work looking after them. So yeah, it's a massive day for me and emotional to see them go.
You look at this spot, you know, the Pōnui Islands are just magical, and you know, it's the right spot. You know, we're in big current areas and there's lots of other marine life and stuff like that. So, you know, they've got the best chance right here, right now.
Taka, Delta, and Puck have all come through the zoo and Kelly Tarlton's recovery. Our greatest wish is that we do never see them again, and that they go off and they just become normal turtles and do their thing, get out there and contribute to their species.
You know, that effort that we've put in has given them another chance, which, you know, I think is pretty good. The ocean's their oyster, for want of a better word.
I'm feeling totally exhilarated. It's amazing when you get a turtle in, you can help it medically, rehabilitate it, and then release it back to the wild. That's the outcome we always hope for the animals that come into our care.
Next time on Wild Heroes, we follow the incredible efforts being made to protect our national icon.
If he hadn't been collected as part of the program, then there's like a 5% chance that he would still be alive.
It's a feeding frenzy for the devils.
Be careful, you're gonna fall over there.
And the zoo team face their biggest challenge yet.
Angelique's going to call the shots on that one.